The gentleman from Texas is recognized for 2 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, across America, there's many a young couple devoting time to determining the name of their newborn, a happy experience. But I can tell you there's no couple in America that devotes more time to selecting names than our Republican colleagues. Much of the session, that name-making has been about naming post offices, because if they weren't naming post offices and beginning to rename post offices, they run out of excuses for doing nothing on the great challenges that our country faces. But Republican name-making creativity, the essence of it, is directed toward bills like this. They're so good at applying names to their bills and so sorry at what goes in the bills. Today's Child Tax Credit Improvement Act only lacks the fact that it represents no improvement for the working poor. It neither improves the child tax credit nor improves the lives of millions of children living at or near poverty. Under this bill, a single mom with 2 children who works full-time at the minimum wage loses almost $2,000 a year. This bill does deserve a name. I think the best one would be Pushing More People into Poverty Act, since its net effect is to push 12 million people, including 6 million children, right into poverty or deeper into it. That includes 400,000 veteran and armed forces families who would lose all or part of their child tax credit. Now, the Republicans may curse Lyndon Johnson's war on poverty on this big anniversary for it, but they continue to wage a war on those in poverty, especially America's most needy children. A leading advocacy group, First Focus Campaign for Children, reports that our federal investment in our children has fallen 60% faster than overall federal spending. This analysis shows that small children are the big losers in the federal budget battle because their voices aren't heard the loudest. Now, we know that every dollar, every single dollar, do you have another 30 seconds? 30 seconds. Every single dollar that these Republicans add to the national debt, and they propose to add about $1 trillion to the national debt with these unpaid tax breaks, every one of those dollars is another excuse. $1 trillion of excuses when it's time to renew the child health program next year, CHIP, when it's time to invest in early education and Head Start, when it's time to invest in preventing child abuse and strengthening our adoption program and having a family nurse partnership to work with these young families. Those are the excuses while one House Republican group calls all of these welfare. Let's vote for children and get this act.
The gentleman from Michigan reserves. The gentlelady from Kansas is recognized.